Hello YouTube! Welcome back to another words. I'm really in the zone for this. Welcome back to another xSmithyx live stream. I'm currently trying to get the chat up because my laptop's from about 1984. So just give me a second with that. But we are here today with a very important race. It is the season finale of WOR, the World Online Racing World Championship, which we have been streaming for the past God knows how many weeks now. We're here today for the season finale around the Brazilian Grand Prix, around São Paulo. Let's turn this music down a little bit and get ready for a bit of rambling, because we have 10 minutes to fill, because unfortunately YouTube has decided that I have to start at 1:45, can't start at 10 anymore, so that's a little bit annoying. Sorry, just let me try and sort this out. Yes, that one. Please work. There we go. Right, and then you go away. Any second now, we will be ready to start properly. Now, a worse streamer wouldn't have bothered to set that up. A better streamer would have had it done beforehand. So, you know, I'm right in the sweet spot of mediocrity. So, like we said, here today for the championship finale, and we have a few things to talk about because it's going to be quite a spicy one. Let me just shut that up. If we go over to PC view, hopefully this is working. Yes, it is. So, here are the championship standings coming into the final round. You can see at the top of the standings, DRT Andrew and CSR Jan separated by just 2 points. Those two going head-to-head for the title. It's only them two in it. Looks like Minx is pretty much locked up P2. Don't think he can be caught. No, he can't, looking at the maths. For us, however, we have a little bit of a battle. You can see we're currently sat in P7. You can see we didn't compete in this tier for the first half of the season, so that's why we don't have any points there. Obviously, we bottled Belgium, America, and Mexico, so we've got no points for those three. But the last three races, ladies and gentlemen, 2 race wins and a 4th place. We have outscored everyone in the tier in the last 4 races, so we are the man on form at the moment, heading into Brazil, the championship finale. So for us, our championship permutations, what can we get today? So mathematically speaking, we can still come P4 in this championship. However, that's going to require Lud, pretty much our rival, our pace nemesis for the last few races. He needs to finish 10th or lower, and we have to win the race, and then we'll get it on countback. So it's unlikely we'll get P4, but it is mathematically possible. What is more likely is P5 in the championship. You can see Jack there is 16 points ahead, and I don't believe he is actually racing tonight. So if we come P2 in this race, and he doesn't race, then we get a top 5 finish, as long obviously as we outscore Trinal Moon, who is in P6, just 1 point ahead of us. And Matty, I don't think he's racing either, so we're pretty safe from behind. So that is the state of things in the championship. Let's just quickly, got a little bit of a streamception going on there. But yeah, so that is the state of play. We're looking pretty good. Based on form, the practice we've done an awful lot of practice for this race, and we are looking pretty decent, I have to say. So like I said, championship battle, DRT Andrew and CSR Jan are the ones in here to watch. Those two are going head-to-head for the championship battle today. Obviously, Crispy is back today, unfortunately. Hopefully he's not going to be too cocky. So he has been trash-talking quite a bit in the group chat until I posted my qualifying time, so yeah. Hopefully, as I've absolutely knackered my microphone. 1 second. Professional streamer. No, that one needs. Oh my god, why is it doing this? There we go. That should be okay. Oh, and you can tell I'm really doing well today. I hope you're all doing well, chat. I've not spoke to you yet. Hope you're all doing well. As always, the chat is up, so if you would like to speak to me, please do drop a message in the chat, and I will get around to checking it. As always. Quickly switch it back over. Yep, everything appears to be running smoothly. Okay, so we're going to switch my TV over, so it's going to go a little bit dark for a second. Any second now? No, make a mug of me, that's fine. There we go. A little bit dark, so we are actually in the game now. You can see we have at the minute 10 drivers. Did a solid 106. Well, if we can pull it out in qualifying, that'll be quite something. I think the world record around here is 105.9, and I think our personal best, I actually beat my personal best just before this, but it's a 106.5 I've done, so we're only about half a second off the world record around this track. but it is quite a short lap, so everyone is quite close together. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can do. Obviously, this race will be being streamed. That's a point, actually. One thing I was going to do, because I completely forgot. So, like I said, this championship battle is very intense. 2 points between the top two. So, if you would rather... Let me just get this up quickly. Oh, come on, TV. If you would rather go over and watch it on Twitch, let me just get the link for it. We will be being live streamed on Twitch tonight with full commentary, just like you see in the Real World F1. That will be going up tonight. I'll just quickly put the link in the chat. So there is the link. That is for the official broadcast by WOR, fully commentated by TRT Ade F1. He's been doing some great commentary over the last couple of weeks, so I just quickly turn the TV over again. So if you would rather watch that than this, I fully understand, because to be honest, that's what I'm going to be doing as soon as this race finishes. I'll be straight over there to watch the full race replay. So there's a link. If you would rather go and click on that, it's absolutely fine. Go and show him some love, because he is a really good commentator. Let him know I sent you. But yes, 4 minutes of stalling to go. We have a couple of spectators. They are reserve drivers, so they may well be driving tonight. We don't quite know yet. Can you put it in the Twitch stream? I'm not sure I'm allowed to. I haven't asked for permission, so I don't want to risk, you know, copyright strikes or anything like that. Right. So, just got a couple of minutes of sitting around, so let me know how you're all doing. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all excited for this race, because I definitely am. It's going to be a pretty decent one. Obviously, me and Lud head-to-head again. Hopefully he won't crash out. Well, actually, for my championship, I hope he does, but, you know, I hope he has a good race. Because we can, like I said, still clinch a P4 in this championship with a race win and a Lud 10th or below. Very unlikely we'll get it, but stranger things have happened in this championship, and he did retire from the last race as well, and I'm not sure how much practice he's done, so hopefully we can pull something out of the bag today. I know I quickly looked at the time trial just before I went live. Jan has done an incredibly quick lap by his standards. No offence to Jan, because he is 2 points off the top of the championship, but in terms of like raw pace, he's usually about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 tenths off us, and he set a lap about a tenth and a half slower, which is insane. So he's going to be very quick today. I am going to mute everyone up because I don't want anyone doing anything stupid. We also got Andrew, obviously leading the championship for the first time this season. He has outscored Jan in every race since America, so he is slightly better form. Obviously Jan had a bit of a mare in the last race. Lud, we know, is very, very quick. My thoughts on Lewis versus Max. Is this for the next race or what happened in Saudi Arabia? Do let me know, because like I said, I will happily give my thoughts on that. Yes, who else have we got? We've got the 2 Haas drivers in here, as per usual. I'm just waiting to see if we get a response to that question. Because it's quite an interesting Lewis and Max. Let me know who you think is going to win the championship. Please don't be toxic or anything like that. That's not what we're... Yeah, to be fair, one of the things that I've really changed recently is the fact that I didn't used to do practice races, so I'd just do qualifying practice and then wing it in the race, which is why I made quite a lot of mistakes. I've also made a change. I know I did a video a couple of weeks ago regarding setting your game up properly, which was ironic because I then found a problem with how I had set it up. Where is it? Calibration? Yeah, so one of the issues I was having was with my throttle linearity. So I had it set to 20, and what that does is rather than it being like a straight line, the throttle application, it sort of smooths out the first bit and makes it into more of a curve. And what would happen is when I get to about half power, because the last bit of the throttle was more sensitive, it'd mean I'd spin, and that's why I've bottled quite a lot of races this year. Flying around my head. And that was causing quite a lot of issues. I've turned that off and put it back down to 0. Pissing flies, Jesus Christ. I have turned that down to 0, like I was saying, and the last last 3 races, you can see we've gone from not scoring races and absolutely bottling it to now, you know, 2 wins and a 4th in the last 4 races, the last 3 races. So it seems to have made the difference. Let me just check about the next race. So it's going to be interesting. I think the changes to the track make it more likely to suit Mercedes, but we have to remember last year the Red Bull was dominant around Abu Dhabi, so it's one of them. It's going to be quite interesting, but they have removed quite a lot of the technical parts of the track to try and aid in overtaking, so I think that might suit the Mercedes a bit more. My worry, and you know, Max is an incredible driver, let me just say that. Like, I'm not slamming Max at all, he is phenomenal behind the wheel, but it seems to me that he wants to win this championship at any cost. Like, he will do anything to try and win it. We saw with re-entry after the restart, we saw Brazil. You know, I just think, whereas Lewis will back out of these moves, Max is not. If Lewis ends up behind Max, I genuinely think that they're not, and Lewis goes for an overtake, I don't think they're both finishing. I genuinely think Max will, not on purpose, he won't deliberately try and take him out, but he'll put it in a position where if Lewis doesn't back out, they will crash. Now, the race director, apparently Michael Massey, has put in his notes that the stewards will take points away, or will consider it. It's on the table for deliberate crashes, so hopefully that will sort of tame Max a little bit. Let me just check the Discord chat to see what's going on, because we are a minute late, as per usual. But I think all in all, if Lewis is in front, I think he will drive off. It's one of those where, hard to say. Personally, I am a Lewis fan, I want Lewis to win, but if Max wins it fairly, then I've got absolutely no issues with that. He has been phenomenal at times this season. I just want it to be a fair battle, a clean battle. I don't want any dirtiness or anything like that. And like I said, if he does win it, then, you know, absolutely fair play. He has done good enough this season. Right, so it looks like we are readying up now. We have some spectators, I'm not entirely sure who they are. I don't know if we've got extra commentators, I don't know if the race engineers, which we aren't actually allowed in the session, but you never know. One thing I will say is I hope it doesn't rain, because I've just realised I haven't actually done any rain practice, and it's Brazil. So that might have been an oversight. But you never know. Yeah, honestly, Jeddah was a bit of a joke, to be honest. I think Max did overstep the mark a little bit with some of his moves. The lap 37 one, the one that he had to, the reason he had to give the place back was when he oversteered. He was out of control there. Like, he was going into the corner opposite lock, he was out of control, and he basically flung the car up the corner knowing that Lewis had to back out of it, which I don't agree with. I think that is overstepping the mark. At that point, it's not racing. Oh my lord, they need to sort that out. I think, like I said, at times he races hard, and that's okay, but it's when he steps the line, when he's not even trying to stay on the track. Like that move, his defense was, oh, Lewis went off as well, but if you actually look at the overhead shot, Lewis was making the corner until he decided to come in like a wrecking ball, which is what's frustrating for me. It's like, you can't have a go at someone for not making the track when the only reason they didn't make it is because you would have killed them. So it is a dry session, thank God for that, which means we can load the setup. I'm not going to do a load of waffle this week before we go out, because I made that mistake last week and it ended up costing us quite badly because we only got 2 runs in. So we're going to go straight out on the mediums and see what we can do. If you are new around here, I don't know if any of you are new, but if you are, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Although this is the last live stream of the year for WOR, we will be carrying these on into next season when hopefully we will be in it again. So please do stick around for that, and we do actually have some videos finally going to be ready in the next couple of weeks, so hopefully you will stick around and enjoy them. And as always, please do leave a like on the stream, because it really does help with the YouTube algorithm. There's a little bump there that I absolutely despise. We want to turn that, oh Jesus, don't hit the wall, Reese. Yeah, track limits around here are going to be an absolute nightmare. You'll be able to see, just if you look at the curbs, there is a bit of a gap between the white line and the edge of the curb, which means that usually you want to run out to the curb on most tracks. But if you do that around here, you actually cross the white line and it invalidates you or gives you a warning. So it's less than ideal. Don't know what this Haas at front is going to be doing. Because normally I've seen the Haas messing about, giving each other toes, so I'm just going to back off a little bit. Just going to let them go because I don't know what they're doing, and I'll be honest, they scare me a little bit. Right, so to get 2 runs, which is what we want to do, we can't really afford to use the ERS until about now, because the ERS runs out very quickly. So we're a bit down on straight line speed. Shocking run through that first corner. Some Haas is messing about in front of us. Oh no! Oof. Well, we got very lucky there. That's only a front wing. It's not what we wanted to start qualifying, let's put it that way. Right, what we're going to do, we'll come back into the pits, keep the same tyres on. Not the start we wanted there. Pissing flies flying around my head. Maze goes quickest. That's quite a bad lap, to be honest. No, well, apparently I can't radio Jeff for some reason, so that's pretty annoying. Let's be careful in this pit entry, because of course we have no front wing. Right, so not the start we wanted, absolutely bottled it. Looks like Lud has gone second on a 111, so he's made a mistake there. Jesus Christ. Right. So I don't know where these flies have come from, but they're pissing everywhere. Yeah, that's frustrating. Hopefully we don't have to wait actually for damage, because that'd be quite annoying. Nope, we don't. Right, we're going to go straight back out then. Obviously these tyres will be a little bit scrubbed now, and obviously the spin won't have helped them. But ideally I want to leave, as I've done the last couple of races, I want to leave a fresh set of softs just in case we do get a safety car towards the end, because that extra 5-10% that gets taken out of them on a quali lap could be very important at the end of a race. 13 minutes ago, Lud goes quickest. Not quite sure about that, but just tried to be a bit too ambitious on this tyre. So hopefully the Haas stays out of the way. It does. Right, we have to try and focus up. We can't afford to mess up too many more runs because time is of the essence. We only get 18 minutes for qualifying, and we do need to do a quick lap on softs at the end. I think we should still have time to do 2 runs. One thing I did forget to do was take out some fuel, because we don't need 2 laps now, because I'm only going to go for 1 push lap. Dear, right. Let's try and do this a little bit better this time. Keep it in the track limits just. Yeah, it's not going to be the best lap this, probably looking at around a 108 I'd say. That's what I'm aiming for, and then obviously when we get onto the softs, hopefully Apparently it's a purple middle sector, but I don't believe that. Come up to the line, what will it be? A 108, just as I predicted. Yeah, the lines around the circuit for track limits are so strict. I think that only puts us about 6/10 off. And we're on mediums, which are about, well, normally they're a second slower when they're new. Obviously we binned it into a wall and spun, so they're less than new. Right, into the pits we must go, etc. Practice a pit entry. Someone's taken the board out, but that was alright. So let's look at that lap. Oh my Jesus Christ, where have all these come from? 7.4, so he's on a 16.6 compared to a 16.8. 34.2. We've done... Yeah, so you can see obviously we're losing time pretty much every sector, but you have to remember, pissing flies, man. We are on the medium. Just going to quickly turn all those off. Right. Still going to keep 2 laps of fuel in. We're going to go out for the second run now. Well, technically the third, but realistically only meant to be the second. Set a soft on the car. These should be about a second quicker, so... Oh, Jesus Christ. My wrist is sore today. We should be aiming for about a 1070, roughly, is what I want, or a 1071, somewhere in that kind of ballpark is what I'm aiming for. And then on the last run, right at the end of the session, we'll take all the fuel out. Really don't like this pit exit. No one behind, no, good. Just going to keep the 2 laps of fuel in, just because if we do bottle the first lap, we can back the ERS off, charge up again, and go for a second run. Obviously, ideally, don't want to, because these tyres will go off. Oh no. It's not what I wanted. Jack has joined the session, which now means, realistically, we're not going to get 4th, which is annoying. We need to outscore Jack by 18 points, which is going to be a bit difficult. As Dex Blitz, don't know who that is, but he has just gone in front of us. Right. Let's give it the beans now then. Take a wider run through here, just let the car get up to speed. Let's see what we can do. Nope, bottle turn 1. Say that we are about 10th and a half up, but flood goes a bit quicker, so we need to find 8/10 on this lap to go fastest. Oh, lock the rears a little bit there, nearly cut the inside of that corner, so that's back right off. This lap's going to put us close. Oh my god. Oh, you are joking me. 2,000th off. That bottle through to turn 1 really has cost us that. Oh my lord, I can't believe how close that is. I really hate how much the FPS drops on console when you've got the MFD open. Right, one last run then. See what me and Lud can do, separated by just 0.02 of a second. And we know where we lost it, through this corner with the lock-up. Through the first couple. I think we didn't get the best of exits from here. I think what I will do is very quickly just go and shut a door to stop these bloody flies. Right, I'll be back in 2. Okay, Ade's just left the session. Did I unmute? Can someone just let me know, have I actually unmuted? Because, fuck it, I'll have to check quickly. Not entirely sure what. Oh, Ade's back now, that's good. Yes, I did unmute, good. Right. It's not... Bloody hell, these flies are doing my absolute tits in. So, we'll be going out with about 2 minutes 10 left in this session. Yeah, I can't believe how close it is at the top. 0.02 of a second. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, dear. Yeah, so we know we bottled the first corner. We're losing a little bit in the middle sector, and I know where that was. It was a lock-up going into turn 8, I think it is, turn 7 or 8. And obviously Jan is right there as well. It looks like he's a bit down on straight line speed in that last sector, which would suggest to me that he's running quite high downforce. Obviously we are not. Is anyone on the track? Jan is on an outlap. Anyone else? No. It does look like Jack is in then, so it very unlikely for us that we're going to be able to get the position we want in the championships. Give it an extra 10-15 seconds and we're going to go out onto the circuit. And hopefully we can get a good lap. So we've got the softs on, we've taken the fuel out. Right, let's get on the track then. Yeah, to be fair, when I did my practice before this, I think in qualifying I did a 1:16.5. So there is a lot of time in this lap. The first sector, the first couple of corners, I completely bottled it on my last run. And then, yeah, turn 8, I locked the rears up. I had to take 2 stabs at actually turning in for the corner, so... Just need to make sure we don't invalidate this lap. It's going to be an important one. I mean, ideally we want to slow down a bit, try and burn a bit of fuel, but unfortunately we've got a Haas behind us, which I don't want in front of us when we do our lap, because, I'll be honest, I don't trust them to get out of the way. Yeah, so into here we locked the rear end up massively, which cost us, we didn't get the best of exits from this corner. Oh, everyone's backing up here, I don't like this. These guys need to go. Hopefully they don't bottle the laps and then back off, because they're going to get right in my way if they do. Oh my god, I nearly invalidated it there, that would have been stupid. Right, let's get braking right for turn 1. There we go, that's some time found. Not the best run though. It's half a tenth, that still put us on pole at the minute. Much better X out of there. There's a yellow flag. This has better get out of the way. What is he doing? Oh, I'm actually going to fume. What is he fucking doing? What? I don't understand what these people are doing, you fucking idiot. That's, yeah, ruined. We could have beat that. Fuck's sake! Actually sick of these pissing Haas drivers. What? I don't understand what he's doing there. It's an absolute joke. Like, we were up by enough to get pole there. We were up by enough to get pole and he's just blocked us. What an absolute moron. They've been doing it all season and nothing gets done. It's so frustrating. He just parked it in the middle of the apex going into that cut. If he's not on a lap, he should be out the way. It's a joke. Like, it's simple driving standards. That's... Sorry, I didn't mean to. Locked up into the cut. You're clearly not on a lap. Absolute joke. That wasn't locking up into a corner. He just parked it on the apex. Didn't move out the way. I'm just... Oh, it's so frustrating because I was up enough to beat Lud on that lap. And the lap's been... Oh, I've got to start behind Lud now. I try and not get frustrated on stream because I know it's not the most professional thing, but that is ridiculous. See, he's done a 109, so he's 2 seconds off the pace. He's clearly invalidated his lap somewhere. Apparently, according to the chart, he's blocked 2 other people as well. But that's a joke. Yeah, I mean, he should have been. If he's not on a lap, which it didn't look like he was, there's no need to be... I mean, he could go off the track, it doesn't matter, because his qualifying's finished. Why have a load of AI just appeared? Never mind. Oh, right, so we're starting P2. Lud is P1 again. So frustrating, because he's definitely going to hold us up in the early part of this race, and our lap heavily relies on us having clean air. The setup we've got, I can tell you now because they won't be able to change it, but we're running 8.5 wings, which for anyone who plays the game knows that is quite a strange setup. Normally looking at all the time trial setups, everything like that, we're usually looking at like a 9.9, 8.9, 10.8, something like that. So we've gone extremely low on the rear. It means the car is very unstable, as I've gone very dark because the game is still loading. No, I've looked at you can see in front that there was a yellow flag, so I think he's gone off the track, and then he's backed off, held up 2 other cars, and then yeah, I don't know what's going on, because that wasn't 2 seconds that I caught there. That was way more than 2 seconds. Right, but the race then, the strategy. Will it let us do? It's not going to let us do that, for God's sake. So we're doing a 1-stop. That last stop can get in the bin. We're going to go to lap 13. Oh, and someone's readied up already. Right, let's get in the frame of mind. He's not going to be in the way for the race. That's... Oh, actually, I need to take a shit ton of fuel out very quickly. Not that much. That'll do. Ow. So yeah, this start is going to be absolutely crucial, and I've not got my glove on, so I'm going to have to do that quickly. Yeah, my Jeff doesn't appear to be working. Is anyone else having this issue with the game? So yeah, the strategy didn't really get a chance to talk about it there because someone has just readied up straight away. We are doing a 1-stop today, soft to medium, if the tyres will last. They should do. These bloody flies, I'm actually going to kill one of these in a minute. Yeah, so tyre wear is absolutely massive around this circuit. The front right is the one that's going to limit the cars today. I'll show you where I mean in a second, but there is one corner on this track with this setup that we're running that kills the tyre wear, kills the tyre temps more importantly. They go absolutely through the roof. It's the left-hander just after this. The button it could be that, but like he's not even talking to me at all, so it's not like I just can't radio him, like he isn't talking to me either. Because normally he does the whole, oh, let's go through the gears and make sure the car's working. It's like, yes, shut up Jeff, I know how a race car works. But he's not even doing that. And like, I'm not getting any commentary either from... not that the commentary is particularly good, but you know the pre-race ramble bit in single player? I'm not even getting that as we nearly hit a Lud. I'm just going to do a quick little burnout here. If Lud can get... Oh, never mind, Lud is in the way. Right, let's try and get a good start here. It's going to be so crucial. Again, what's the Haas doing there? Why is there such a big gap? Like, there doesn't need to be. I'm kind of glad this is the last race of the season, because chances are we're not going to be with half of these people next year. They're like, yeah, he's completely gone. He doesn't speak to me at all. I don't know if Jeff just doesn't like me anymore, because I keep slagging him off or what, but... right, let's focus on getting this start. We need to get up the inside of Lud into turn 1. Hopefully don't hit him. Oh, this isn't good. What on earth is going on here? Ah, we got the launch as well. Oh, we pushed Lud out a little bit. Got the inside. Oh! Oh, Lud, you are a very lucky boy there. What? What on earth is going on here? Why? How has Jack just overtaken me? Oh, right, there we go. Ho, that was a... I'm not sure if there's a bit of desync between me and Lud there, because he moved over quite late on that one, in my opinion. But obviously, if I'm not there on his screen, then Jack's got 5-second penalty. I think he's been screwed over by An illegal overtake there. Yeah, that was closer than it needed to be. I'm not sure Lud knew I was that close to him, to be honest, because he's usually a very clean driver, Lud. I've got nothing but respect for him. And to me, it looked like he turned across, not knowing I was there. Either not knowing I was there, or on his screen, I was further back. How long is this VSC going to end? Going to risk it, up the inside. Try and force him onto a bit of a wonky line. Like, we've got to try and get past Lud now as soon as possible. Our tyres are going to burn up sitting behind him. He's gone a bit deep into there. I know Lud hasn't done much practice for this race, so hopefully we can catch him napping somewhere. Oh, another yellow flag. It's not great. You can see the straight line speed. We've gone for the Lewis Hamilton setup. Just how much time we're gaining through that final sector. We're going to have the DRS on this lap. We're going to have to go for it here. Just look at the closing speed. Force him to the inside. Ah, Lord, we're there, man. Fair play, he's held that. Probably shouldn't have gone for that move, to be honest. Should have just sat behind. Wait for the DRS down the main straight, because that's where we're stupidly quick. See the dirty air through there, understeering like a bus. Don't want to use too much ERS trying to get past Lud here. You can just see the closing speed. Ah, he's closed the door a little bit there. It's a bit naughty from him. Ah, he's absolutely played that perfectly. Oh, what? It's contact. Lud's put us off. I don't know what he's doing there. What is the point in trying to race these people? Lud's got a 5-second penalty, not entirely sure what that's for. We were alongside him there and he's put us on the grass. And that's going to put Andrew... I can't even... This is so frustrating. I can't even radio Jeff to tell him I want a box. Right, just got to put mediums on. Try and go to the end. Yeah, that's so frustrating. I think there's got to be some desync in this lobby or something, because we were completely alongside there and he's put us on the grass, which has absolutely screwed our race now. So frustrating. Oh, apparently we had DRS there. Not entirely sure who on, but the great recovery drive is now on. By pitting first, we are going to gain, obviously, on Lud. It looks like he's got some pretty hefty front wing damage. Surprised they've not restarted this lobby, I'm not going to lie. Now there is absolutely no way we can get these tyres to the end, so we do have to make another pit stop. We're going to have to hope for a safety car. It's so frustrating though. Just trying to make a move for the lead, and I don't think Lud knew we were there. Nothing we can do about it now though, just got to get our head down. Obviously we have got one warning, but I'm fairly certain we're going to be able to get that removed because I don't think Lud knew we were there. We nearly got away from us there. Oh, that's so frustrating though, because we were two of the quickest people in this tier. We set the fastest lap there. Would have been nice to have a little bit of a battle before we potentially go separate ways next season, but well, we are gaining on those ahead, so that is something. Another fastest lap of the race there. Doing all these fastest laps, but we're on medium, so it doesn't matter. So frustrating. Hards maybe could have gone to the end, might have been a better choice, but I've not practiced the hards, I don't know what they feel like, so didn't want to not entirely sure how that's a warning, but okay, game. Ah, man. Right, it's got to keep our head down now. We're gaining on the cars in front, so that's all we can ask for, really. And they are on soft, so one, their tyres will go off, and two, they do have to stop, but as do we. So I think realistically we're looking at that battle with the Ferrari, the Haas, the Red Bull. Lud has retired. Safety car. Ho ho ho! Right, that has just saved our race. Right. So I can't tell Jeff we're pitting because he hates us, but we will box and go onto a set of mediums. They are used, which isn't ideal. Just need to slow down before we get a drive-through. That's going to be huge for our race, though. Catches us right back up to everyone. So the safety car should come in, I think, around about lap 12, which is when we would have stopped anyway to go to the end. Just need to make sure we get slowed down. Do not want to get a 5-second penalty now. So yeah, this has saved our race. If we look at the race director, has anyone not stopped? Yes, Andrew and one of the Haas drivers have decided not to pit. So that'll be another 2 free positions towards the end of the race. But now, this is key. We've got to use our pace now. Mr. Blue Sky's gone to softs again for some reason. Not sure what the thinking is there. Since is on mediums. We saw we were catching him even when he was on softs, so... hopefully we can get past him. Who's in front? Then we've got... well, then we've got Crispy, who has been trash-talking us all week. So that's going to be an interesting overtake. Of course, what this does mean, though, is if we do win this race now... I know we're getting ahead of ourselves here. We are in P10 and miles behind everyone. But if we do go on to win this race, we would overtake Lud in the championship. Obviously, Jack is in the race, which is problematic for our championship. Looks like P5 is the best we can hope for, but we have to win this race in order to get it, which means we're going to have to do a lot of overtaking. I know Mr. Blue Sky is quite cooperative, so that's good. Should be able to get past him nice and quickly. LeMays has pitted now. Thank God for that, we don't have to overtake him. So that's a free position. Oh, Mr. Blue Sky's pitted as well, so we're actually up to P8. I know Sinster is on a pad today, and he has said he's not going to fight too much, so... LeMay's retired. Has he crashed on the pit exit? Welcome to WOR, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so Crispy has a penalty already, and he is very quick, but I think we are quicker here today. Sinster, I don't imagine he's going to put too much of a fight, to be honest. He's a pretty decent chap. Then we've got Minx, who this race doesn't really matter for him. He's P3 in the championship regardless of what happens here today. Who's in front of that? Then it is Jack. He's going to be trying to pounce on the restart. Then it's, trying to see ahead, an Alfa Romeo. No, that's the Haas Trinal Moon. We need to beat him because he is actually a point ahead of us in the championship. So we need to try and overtake him. Jan in the lead McLaren, and then Andrew, who has not stopped. Ah, the safety car is in this lap. That's not what I wanted to hear. Get ready for fun and games on this restart, boys, because Andrew's not going to go early. He's not going to want to give anyone a slipstream. I wish everyone would stop weaving about. Right, we've got to try and get these moves done quickly. It looks like Cincer and Crispy are going to go side by side. Try and pick one of those two off. A huge lock up into there. No, bollocks. Well. Cold tyres. And we've absolutely bowled it. Fuck's sake. Well, that was a shit show. I don't know what's happened with that race. There was clearly someone or the lobby or something was desynced. I'm not entirely sure why we've not restarted it, to be honest, but it is what it is. That's our championship over then. It's not how I wanted it to finish. Looks like we are going to finish down in P7 now then, not where we wanted. Right. Well, we'll switch over to this view. Doesn't really matter what goes on in the race now. Yeah, sorry for the bit deflated, guys. That's just an absolute shit show of a race, to be honest. But all I can say is thank you to everyone who has checked out one of these streams over the years. Over the last couple of months, it has been incredible to be part of this championship. Just to qualify for it, you know, some of these people are incredibly quick, so to be able to race against them is an absolute honour. What more can I say? Just disappointing the way it finished, but we had a good couple of races towards the end of the season. So the pace is there. We just need to not make those silly little errors. That little spin at the end, just because I didn't heat the tyres up, trying to be too aggressive, and yeah, bottled it. I'll go and find out what happened with Lud, because if he didn't know I was there, then fair enough, but if that's on purpose, then that's shocking, quite frankly. But that's a disappointing end to a disappointing stream. We got blocked, we got taken out, and then we spun it like an idiot. So that is how our season is going to end. Thank you once again to everyone who has watched over the last couple of months, as you know, it's been absolutely incredible seeing all of you in these streams. Thank you so much for the support, and hopefully we can come back next season with, you know, less mistakes, hopefully some better drivers, and a bit more cleaner racing, because it has been a bit of a shambles recently. But with that being said, again, apologies for a bit of a shorter stream today. There's not really much I could do there, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic new year, because this will be the last live stream I do, probably, at least, before the new year. So have a good new year, have a good Christmas. Hope you're all having a good Advent as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you sometime soon. In the meantime, I've been xSmithyx. Thank you